Hello to the amazing people, and welcome to another episode of Genome Guardian 2, probably the best bullet hell game I ever played. It's super fun, many combinations you can put together to fight off the viruses that attack you. You can find the full playlist in the pinned comment below the video and in the video description. Last episode is probably worth watching just because I stopped halfway on wave 30, so if you want to check how this run started and how we got where we are, you might want to check out. Otherwise, well, sit back, relax and enjoy as we continue. So idea of this run is that we have a scar which increases my health plus 1 max for every 8 health lost. In theory, this provides very big max health growth, and together with some very interesting chips that I know exist in this game, so like this one here, we could in theory create a monstrosity. We'll see. I'm running a snare which bullets stick to microbes instead of and only deal damage when they enter 25% range, and I'm also running a sword which increases damage by plus 75% to micros within 30% range. These two things together guarantee that my bullets do a lot of damage. We also have a boss saw, like any enemy that reaches us, we kill. We still take contact damage though, so yeah. I was thinking Buzzsaw would be pretty interesting with like invulnerability cave, so maybe one day we'll try that build. But for now, we are just looking for the healing, I think. We could reroll a bit, I guess. As for I'm running a micro missile repeater, and I'm running a sprinkler, which has random accuracy, so homing bullets are really good. And I guess that's more or less it. Running Bear Claw. So we got plus 30% fire rate and plus 15% damage because we got AAT. We also have Pierce, so bullets... Well, does Pierce even do anything? Actually, Pierce might not be doing anything because of the snare. Okay, let's watch what our bullets do, but I believe, yeah, they shouldn't... What would Pierce even mean? Maybe once enemies die, they get released? Yeah, it's gonna be really hard to figure that one out. So maybe we have room for another thing here. Yeah, I didn't even... Wasn't even aware of that. Okay, this is nasty actually, these shooters. Okay, I do have 2 lives, so we should be fine, but yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. This is a really hard wave. Yeah, I'm gonna die here, but we do have lives, so... But yeah, every time we get these guys, we're gonna be losing lots of health, which I'm not super happy about, but what can we do? Also, like... Okay, 9 banishes. What is in there? 30 monies. Okay, that's good. What's in here? Can we grab it real fast? Okay, we got the life back. Yay! Alright, so no worry, no foul, right? Oof, that was nasty. But we got 9 banishes, that's really good. You know what, let's remove Pierce and replace it with like faster shooting or something. With Zap, maybe. But I also I'm not sure if Zap would work. Fire rate and velocity. Okay, let's go that. There. Although what I really need is faster movement so I can get faster enemy range. But like, I wouldn't be able to do anything about the wave we just had. Like, that's just nasty. Burn and damage reduction, that's not something that interests me. The range, accuracy and velocity, no, that wouldn't work because we don't have weapons with cDNA. Size and range, no. I just want to look like at like damage. Okay. I mean, this might be okay. Increase damage, reduce fire rate. I feel like we have enough damage. That's not now our problem. Actually, I think we are fine with what we have right now. I've already... Oh, this is the opposite of that. Okay. Increase projectiles. I like increased projectiles. That one's pretty good. I'll buy it. I'm just gonna keep it in here. Just in case. Just in case. Not that. There we go. That's the one we're looking for. Okay. So when we purchase this, we're gonna heal to max. So that's really good. So, okay. So that's basically an extra life. We're never gonna heal off of that, are we? Okay. What are these? They look like some kind of small alien ships or something. A combination of... Okay, I want to check them out. I don't remember seeing them before. They look pretty cool. So microbes, like these guys, right? Indigan, a biomechanical cell shape that loves the color indigo. Yet jets towards you, firing off many blood cells with wild inaccuracy. If not for their low health, they'd be one of the most dangerous microbes. See, I recognize potential when I see one. So basically, they only have 220 health. Okay, well, there's a couple more that have low health. But do these shoot? Okay. But let's say this one has like so much more health, right? But like many others have like 220 also, but they are on the low side for sure. Okay. Good thing is their bullets are not accurate, so we're not really taking damage. The blues ones last time were more dangerous. Okay. So I need to find a good time to buy this. Just before we lose all of our health, basically. Okay. I'm not even able to use my gadget. I mean, I knew it's a bad gadget. I just wanted to win with it, and that's it. Okay, I really want this thing. What's in there? Oh, 6 more banishes. So that's pretty nice. Yeah, I feel pretty capable with this weapon. These look like dragonflies. Like these? Gnati? Oh. No description. What's up with that? An itsy bitsy tie spider. I almost bought it. But maybe it is time to buy it. Can we survive one more wave without it? Maybe. We already have this thing. I mean, it is a really good one. Actually, we don't have that one. We have plus 200%. Oh, wait. Wait, actually. So what's my fire rate right now? 23 per second. Without this thing, 29 per second. So it's not really that much change in fire rate. Yeah, probably we gain much more with 100% extra projectiles over this thing. Okay. Plus 50% fire rate. Reduced accuracy. That's better than this. Quick chance. We don't need. Okay, let's do one more wave before we heal. Okay, this is gonna be an easy... Well, maybe not. What's happening? It seems like they have too much HP, so they just don't die when they reach us. We need to, like, shoot more than usual. Oh, we need to survive for like 20 more seconds, dude. Oof, we might lose the life. I don't want to lose the life. I was like, this is gonna be easy. Well, not so much. No, we lost the life. I was too greedy. Well, this was this. Okay. Also, we can always like heal with this, I guess. Maybe we should. Good thing for life though, right? Yeah, that's amazing. 9. Okay, let's not be too greedy. Let's buy it. Okay, I'm gonna drop this off for a bit. There we go. Buy that. Boom, up to 108 HP. We love it. That doesn't do anything though. Okay, because we're full. Okay, got some crabs now. Whoa! Come on, die. Okay. Oh yeah, stasis field, that's good. 1, go. Oof, not about scale reduction. Shield elimination. That's not too bad, actually. Damage increased, range reduction. My range might be actually fine. Okay. These are so fast. I was greedy and increased like the wavelength dramatically. And now we're gonna lose another life. Yeah, this run will not last for much longer, apparently. Okay, there goes the life. Okay. Okay, that's not what I wanted. This was this. The game's getting hard. I don't think this is good enough forever. I'm thinking maybe we need a shield, but like instead of what? Of this? No, right now we lose too much health for it. Okay. Okay, this wave is a bit easier. They look like sharks though. lost some HP, but not a stupid amount. I don't know. Wait, oh, there's a polyp. Yes, but not the one we wanted. Knockback. All weapons freeze. Okay. I mean, knockback might be nice, actually. I'm thinking about it. Let's try it out. Oh, that's a lot of fire rate lost. We have 12 per second without that. Oh my god. Let's try that, maybe? I don't know. I don't have enough banishes. Yeah, I didn't banish enough things yet to reliably get healing. Power polyp chance. Ooh, no, that's an interesting one. Oh, we do have life. One more life, so that's good. I kind of want to try out the shield thing. Okay, we can't knock them back, apparently. So we only knock back when we do damage. But that's okay, though. That's okay. So if we don't have enough damage to kill them when they get close to us, we knock them back. But, like, that's not worth a slot for sure. There goes another life. And it didn't, like, the extra shields didn't really help at all. I need something else. Okay. Nanobot can deal damage without full health, not having any max. Okay, that's fine. Because we're never at full health. We could have grabbed also that one when we are full at electricity. Okay, so this is not doing it for us. And this is not doing it for us. We can increase the damage. Reducing fire rate though, so there's also downsides to that. Oh, that one's good then. Okay. Scary. Man, go. There's a lot of crap on the screen. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll just have to take the win and move on. Unless you can get like some banishes, I don't know. Okay, no, I don't think so. Yeah, I think that one's better. Pavasion, maybe? No, we're looking for healing, basically. No, we need to get some banishes. This was this. Why are we not getting any resources? We have like plus 300% chance or something silly like that. Oh, there we go. Maybe speed is the way to go, but we have so much health now. What is this? Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. A resource note. Wrong one. That's the bleach. Do these bullets like go away or what? I don't think they do actually. Oh my god. This is so bad. Again, we didn't get the banish. Okay, we need to heal. That's our last chance. So we need to spend all of our rerolls, try to get another one of these. Fire at 75%, accuracy minus 300%. Okay, that's better than that. There we go. Now, is this better than some other things? It's hard to say. It's healing or bust, basically, I think. Yeah, just too many things in the pool, sadly. We could try to save ourselves with the power polyp thing, but I'm not sure about that. Well, can't hurt to try. No, these are too tough. Yeah, this build just isn't like good enough. But like the idea with health is really good, but we would have to have better weapons. Like, yeah, like this weapon was just not good enough. But like the ever-growing health, good idea, I think. All right. But like we did get to way more than 30 waves, which is the norm, the standard. And okay, so we're gonna read some story now. We're gonna check out some microbes, and I'm actually not gonna prepare for the next round because there might be some changes. More on that in the next video. Actually, this one might be good, but like we don't have enough, you know. Maybe the defibrillator is just not good enough. Yeah, it's like only 10 waves. Yeah, it's definitely not good enough. Like we would use this instead of the defibrillator in hindsight. Like the sword plus the snare was like a cute combo. Problem is that you're just like too vulnerable. Enemies have to come way too closer to you. Like we waste so much damage just by like sticking things on things and like, yeah, stick it to them. But we got a nice purple star. Oh, what's this? Focus on priority targets. Microbes under crosshair are eliminated when hit and fully recharge core. What? But this one is 100% damage. Oh, I see, I see. So basically, we won with repair, that's good. That's out of the way now. This is, I think this is too hard. I mean, I'm good enough to win 30 waves with it, but after that it's gonna be too hard. So, okay, let's take something faster, like Apollo, I don't know. So what? Former purse revealed invisible world installed in scanning electron microscope. You bring hidden structures to light, you hold the subject still beneath your gaze. You narrow the world to one point, but do not fit so neatly within your frame. Okay, well, where are the... Wait, what? We do damage? Wait, do we actually have the aperture? We do. I don't quite understand this thing. Microbes under crosshair are eliminated when hit, and fully cool core. Oh, is it like my... Oh, I see. So as long as I hold my crosshair over it, it's my crosshair. I thought the game's gonna be marking things for me. Okay, then it's not too bad, I guess. We do like infinite damage now. Like... Okay. Because enemies are eliminated when hit doesn't... Like, damage doesn't matter. Okay, it's pretty cool then. I like it. But also, like, this little guy would be really good for it. Alright. But next time might be something different. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Still, it's bad if there's a lot of enemies, but we can make it work. At least until wave 30. Alright, let's go check out some story. If you're here just for the run, then, well, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Have a wonderful day, do some nice things, be kind to each other, and let's make the world a better place together. Thank you all for watching. See you next episode. As for everyone else, I'm gonna read some files. So the last one we read was... J2, where the scientists who created us talked about us as their little helpers. Cobalt Consortium contract. Abyss is taking on some major contracts tied to the Cobalt Consortium, and no, despite the date, it's not an April Fool's joke. I only know because half the facility has been gossiping about it since I walked in today. It's not my department, my floor, even my clearance level though. Procurement's been frantic for the better part of the week. I saw new cryogenic storage units rolled past receiving this morning, along with a sealed pallet of assay hardware I didn't recognize. 2 West Wing corridors now require updated badge permissions for some reason. And someone from administration has suddenly become very interested in who works late and where. Targeted therapeutics, adaptive culture, some private biodefense model, who can say? Nobody's told me what it actually is. Still, if I didn't know any better, I'd say management tone has changed. Not my job to ask questions though. Back to work. Alright, so weird stuff is happening. Proposals rejected. All of my proposals came back rejected today. Not revised, not deferred, not even kicked back with the usual request for additional data, just rejected. I guess they're using all their resources for the consortium thing. The internal review board normally at least pretends to be curious, especially when I've already done the preliminary modeling, but I can't complain too much. I guess I'm getting paid either way. One was a Guardian assistant screening workflow I'd been wanting to trial properly for months, a way to let one of my Guardians monitor culture drift, flag anomalous growth curves, and reduce the number of manual checks during long assay runs. Another was a small automation proposal for sample routing. Practical ideas, useful ideas, not vanity projects. Maybe they're just tightening up spending for the quarter, that'd be the charitable explanation. Still, the speed of the rejections felt off. Too fast, too uniform, too final. Lately it seems easier for administration to say no than to spare the time, staff, or equipment for anything that isn't already in motion. Well, maybe I'd know if I didn't keep my head down so much. Resources reallocated. They're pulling resources from everywhere now. Ongoing projects are being thinned out, delayed, or quietly cannibalized for parts. Shared instruments are harder to book, reagents orders take longer to clear, and one group down the hall apparently lost 90% of their budget mid-study. Another had a maintenance request denied on a centrifuge that really shouldn't be left temperamental. What's a stranger is how little anyone says when asked directly. Finance blames operations, operations blame scheduling, scheduling blames revised priorities. The place still runs, of course, but lately it feels like the facility is being tightened from somewhere above us, one turn at a time. Maybe this is just what expansion looks like from below. Still, too many projects are being starved at once for it to feel random. Whatever is absorbing that much money, equipment, and patience must be big. Team Triumph contract. Today they are telling me that Abyss has taken on another major contract, this time with Team Triumph. I assume we were already too loaded down with the Cobalt Consortium work to even consider adding to our plate, but I guess that was too optimistic. I suppose Triumph's recent oil windfall means they can throw absurd amounts of money around now, though that still doesn't explain why anyone here thinks we can absorb another contract of this size right now. What's got me is that they want me on it, but not just me. They have been pulling people from all over the place, including departments. They have no obvious business touching a contract like this. A virology specialist, I understand, and maybe even a systems engineer, but some of these reassignments felt almost random, as though they're assembling manpower first and asking what it is for second. Got some kind of orientation or debriefing tomorrow. They haven't told me much beyond where to be and what badge to bring. Judging by the tone of the email, I suspect I'll leave knowing only slightly more than I do now, which is to say, not nearly enough. 22nd of May. 20th of June, okay, 1 month passed, okay? They combined them. There's probably a time when they could keep things compartmentalized, but that effort seems to be slipping. I was heading back from the East Wing when I heard two techs arguing about mislabeled trays. They rushed off and the door they'd come from hadn't latched properly, so I took a quick look once the coast was clear. Inside were culture racks, incubators, and batch set with microbial samples tied to both the Cobalt Consortium and Team Triumph projects. That alone felt wrong. Work like that should be kept separate, not arranged side by side because someone's run out of space. What bothered me was a transfer cart parked too close to the bench, carrying a sample rack that could have been knocked sideways with a turn. I didn't touch anything, but it wouldn't have taken much. One bad bump and these lines wouldn't stay separate. Ashen Armada contract, there we go. Abyss had taken on another major contract, this time tied to Ashen Armada, and I honestly don't know what management thinks it's doing anymore. We're already straining under the weight of the CC and TT work, and now we're adding a third. Why? I can make an educated guess that it has something to do with the Ashen Armada's overcrowding problems, but even if that's true, are we not stretched thin enough already? What really gets under my skin is that nobody upstairs seems willing to admit there is a limit. They keep acting as though stuff can be shuffled forever, as though equipment can run without maintenance, that every skip protocol can somehow be forgiven by urgency. Well, it can't. That's not how good science works, and it's definitely not how safe science works. More contracts, more pressure, more secrecy, more speed. If this is what expansion is supposed to look like, then someone has completely lost their mind. 14th of August 2025. More funding, same headcount. Management announced another funding increase this week, which would have sounded impressive if I hadn't spent half my morning teaching a new hire how to calibrate a micropipette. He was polite, eager, and unqualified for the room they'd put him in. We can't bring in experienced people fast enough for work like this, so now they're filling gaps with people who shouldn't be near cultures. Later, I found a tray of blasted samples sitting outside cold storage under the ceiling lights because the assigned tech has been pulled elsewhere, and the replacement didn't know where the incubator keys were. The whole setup looked one interruption away from being ruined. The place is filling up with unfamiliar faces, rushed orientations, and people asking questions they shouldn't need to ask if they were actually trained for this. More money, same headcount where it matters, and more pressures to pretend otherwise. Okay, well, yeah. We're taking on different contracts with 3 different things. Soon we're probably gonna make a contract with the GG team as well. Okay. Well, soon something really bad's gonna happen, and it's gonna give birth to the Abyss virus or whatever. I'm looking forward to more story, but I wanna read something else today. Let's read the descriptions for weapons and microbes, because that's something I wanted to do in a while, but never had a chance to. So today we have some time to do so. Submachine gun, an automatic weapon focused on fire rate that produces a stream of small bubble prayers. A solid starting option against fast weak threats. I never noticed they're in pairs though. Pistol, a precise gun that splits water droplets with decent velocity and accuracy at the expense of reduced damage. Dependable early performance. G, a spread fire weapon, the shotgun, with the best damage per second among starters, ineffective at long distances due to reduced accuracy and range. And T, the bomb, a miniature bomb launcher that lobs explosive charges with a small radius. Makes little use of that radius early on, but damage is decent. Then we got the AA, An automatic rifle that fires assault rifle. An automatic rifle that fires twice as fast as its predecessor. Does it? It sure does. Does less damage though. And it's smaller. Okay. But the bubble pairs are more compact, easily nullify quick threats. And now we got the first combination, AC, a precise automatic rifle that reliably lands shots at a distance while maintaining decent fire rate. Takes out charges before they get close. Okay, shoots way slower than this weapon, does way more damage though. Has higher velocity, okay. Yeah, we can see damage per second here, like 50, 38, 63, 45, 75, 66. So this is better, yeah? This one's pretty decent, actually. If you need a good starter weapon, I would say the pistol, the submachine gun's the way to go. Well, it depends. Automatic shotgun. Okay, the strongest weapon so far, but shorter range? Ooh, this is a good... Okay. A shotgun with more fire rate makes landing pellets easy and increases damage per second. Very reliable when enemies are in range. Auto cannon. So automatic bomb launcher, basically. A faster firing bomb launcher that coughs up weaker explosives, but much more frequently. The blasts are still small, but increased quantity helps. Then we've got the sniper rifle. So more accuracy, less damage per second. An elegant rifle that accurately fires at high-speed shot. A satisfying weapon that's great for hitting targets at full range during early waves. Hunting shotgun. A shotgun with tightened spread to fire pellets with higher accuracy and velocity. Consistently on target with its medium range. Dumbfire rocket. A quick and accurate explosive slug. A great choice for a reliable early explosive option that can hit enemies near the edge with a blast. So the first explosive that's actually useful explosive, yeah? Like this thing has 90 blast radius, this thing has also 90. Okay. So what's the catch? Yeah. Okay, just a little bit better, I guess. A GG spread shot, a wider spread shotgun with higher pellet count for more damage per second. Its double spread and projector results in exactly double coverage. Nice. Plus shotgun, GT, a shotgun that launches an uneven splatter of explosive rounds, high damage combined with an effective larger radius due to shell quantity. Okay. Bazooka, a heavier launcher. Okay, now it's double the explosion size. A heavier launcher that lobs a more powerful bomb with a double large explosion, much more likely to land juicy multi-hits. Fires slower though. So as a result, it doesn't have that much increase of damage per second. But if we can hit more things in the explosion radius, it's pretty good. Light machine gun. Why would we go from assault rifle to light machine gun though? Oh, like machine gun is like fires faster than a assault rifle? Okay. Oh, it's like... okay. So is this a heavy machine gun then? No, that's a minigun. Okay. A rapid fire automatic rifle that spits out many bubbles very fast. Great against fast and weak batteries with formidable damage per second at mid range. Yeah, that's a very high damage. But yeah, I guess the other 3 gem weapons are gonna be even better. Crystal carbine. A burst fire rifle that launches 3 chilling ice shards. Microbes inflicted with freeze and move slower based on their remaining health. So first freeze weapon and first burst fire weapon as well that we looked at. Yeah, so far we only had like the explosive tag. So now we're starting to get more unique tags. Freeze, burst fire, burn and pierce, flamethrower. A hot spout of fire that makes up for low range with flames that pierce and burn. The flames are a bit unpredictable but great against offspring. Okay. I wonder how well the flamethrower would be with the last setup we had. And if the pierce even works on sticky, on snare, I don't know. Micro missile repeater, that's the one we were using. First time we see a homing weapon. A homing missile dispenser optimized for fire rate. The implosions are tiny, but what matters is homing in a fast firing package. Yeah, that's why I went for it. I think it's one of the only, if not the only homing. Yeah, we had to have the homing weapon. Otherwise it wouldn't really work, would it? I don't know. The beam, a maintained hit scan photon. So first time the hit scan, so this is ultimate precision, can't miss. A maintained hit scan photon ray that pierces all in its cast. Low damage per second is also offset by instantaneous velocity and high range. So it's a precision weapon. Bouncy Ball. A highly elastic ball of energy that bounces off walls and microbes. Effectiveness greatly increases in and perhaps relies on range upgrades. So you can have the full screen filled with these bouncy balls. ACT, proximity weapon. So yeah, it explodes when microbes get close enough. An explosive launcher firing quick air bursts rounds that detonate in proximity of microbes. It also clears weak offspring without detonating. The wave emitter. A consistent flow of energy waves with extra knockback. Okay. Hard to knock microbes out of view with, which eliminates them, but keeps them at bay. Okay, so we need more knockback than 69. That was by far the furthest knockback so far. We had 48 so far. Interesting that AGG is knockback. Yeah. Pew! Stardust Blaster, a bright explosive blast of soul residue. These whimsical shapes fly at inconsistent speeds with varying size and have 30% crit chance. Okay, that's interesting. Inherently built crit chance. First time, yeah? Okay. Mine Launcher, explosive and sticky. An armament for planting sticky explosive mines at mid-range. They detonate on enemy contact or after their 9-second sticky duration expires. Cool. CCC Laser. A sophisticated, high accuracy... Okay, what's the damage per second? So far, the knockback weapon also has the highest damage per second. That's interesting. A sophisticated, high accuracy hit-scan laser shot with excess range that pierces enemies. Deletes hostiles the moment they're visible. Sniping shotgun. So similar to this, but without hit-scan, without pierce. A carefully engineered shotgun with even better accuracy and velocity. Its spread stays tight even after accuracy reducing modifiers. I wouldn't say 107, no. Okay. Where's the... Oh, so it's very tight shotgun, I see. Shotguns usually have very high accuracy range. This thing is super tight. Alright, I see. Trail gun. An advanced slug producing trails of explosives, blasts on impact. Size upgrades allow hitting enemies with multiple blasts by shooting beside or near them. Thunderbolt, Zap, the first Zap weapon, yeah? A high voltage ball of electricity that zaps enemies within range, stats upon hitting a microbe. Upgrading range means upgrading Zap reach. Okay. Splitzuka, a loaded slug that splits into a spray of smaller, so first fleet weapon, yeah? Explosive shrapnel, since the Y split occurs at half range, you can effortlessly position the cluster. Okay. CTT, torpedo, another homing weapon. So there is another homing weapon. Maybe 59 damage per second. How much for micro missiles? 76. Oh, but this one has... I think this is a better weapon than this one, actually. Explosive doesn't really... Well, this one also has explosive. Okay, what do I know? Shoots pretty slowly though. A homing rocket that reaches targets quickly combines high accuracy, velocity and homing into one expertly consistent package. The wave spread, or shotgun squared. A heavy wave, so shotguns always have the highest, like 78 per second. Like, is this the highest damage per second weapon? The wave break might be. A heavy wave shotgun unleashing numerous thick arcs in a wide half circle. Rein in its accuracy or lean further into its already massive spread. Yeah. Flak cannon, a loaded round that releases small flak pellets on impact, lands the payload on target and they'll hit the once, effectively dealing double damage. Alright. Acid lobber, acoustic armament that leaves a corrosive circular area, melting microbes within it. Size upgrades reveal its true potential. Okay. Yeah, I remember having this weapon and really increasing the area size. Maybe this or maybe this one actually. Yeah, super acid lobber. Okay, mini nuke, an even heavier launcher firing miniatures nuclear bombs. These giant explosions hit hard, often erasing multiple hostiles in a single detonation. So very high explosion size. This one has even bigger. Okay. The minigun, a relentless beast of a rotary gun that spews a ferocious torrent of tiny bubbles, spools up to its dominating DPS and fire it within 3 seconds. This might be the highest DPS weapon actually. Yeah, it is. Permafrost machine gun, an improved crystal carbine, so that fires 5-shot bursts instead of 3. Effortlessly freezes enemies with mid to long range precision. Okay, so it's like an advanced version of the crystal carbine. Plasma thrower, so this is like an improved version of the flamethrower. A boiling eruption of plasma that pierces and burns like no other. Use this angry evolution of flamethrower offensively or defensively. Why not both? Micro missile machine gun. So this is the weapon we played around with. Upgraded version. So it's just basically more of everything. A hurricane of tiny homing missiles fired at staggering pace. Individual small blasts add up through overwhelming volume. Yeah, it's literally just like fires faster, less knockback, but less damage. So it's basically like a minigun version of the micro missile repeater. Freeze ray, a hit scan beam that pierces and freezes everything it touches. Incredible utility, accuracy, and range makes easily up for it DPS. Low DPS, but very accurate. So all of these hit scan weapons have lower DPS, but they can be like improved to do some massive damage. I had some very nice runs with hit scan weapons in general. Frost thrower, so it's like a flame thrower that freezes. A focused jet of freezing water that pierces hostiles. Its range is much higher than flamethrowers and even bounces off wolves. Nice. Anti-freeze missile. A high complex burst fire munition. This proximity detonation homing missiles freeze targets and each explodes 3 times. What, because of the burst fire or what? That's weird. Why does it explode 3 times? Just because. Heatwave emitter, so it's like an emitter with burn. A barrage of burning flame waves with heavy knockback. Excellent. It's not really that heavy, is it? Excellent keeping macros but bane dishing out damage. Yeah, that's not heavy knockback. 28. This one has 132. What do you consider heavy? 24, 76. Like any weapon which doesn't have multi-target has like same-ish or more knockback. Like even the basic nuke has more. So yeah, I'm surprised they would say heavy knockback on this, but fine. Okay. Hit, maybe it used to have, but they nerfed it, I don't know. And then the description remained the same. Hitseeker Swarm, a cluster of arcane homing missiles that burn targets on contact. Short range is offset by high DPS and built-in 30% crit chance. Okay, so another weapon with built-in crit chance. I wonder if crit chance is included into the DPS. Yeah, it is. It says here. Okay, so that's with the crit chance included, so it's not really that great. It's only 79. Critter Hatcher, an egg launcher producing helpful hatchlings that seek targets with extreme persistence. They happily explode when their life's purpose is met. Decent weapon. Oscillator, a deluge of hitscan laser shots that pierce. Starts with a 4 times fire rate boost that decreases while the trigger is held. Okay, so when I release the trigger. Okay. A finesse weapon. Broad beam, a conical piercing. Okay, so like a broader hitscan weapon. A conical piercing beam with short range, but due to how bounce and hits can interact, massive hit. Size upgrades go far with this one. Okay. But bounce adds 500% base width and size effects width, so you want to do both. Anti-air gatling, a violent downpour of fast, accurate anti-air slugs. Proximity detonation and explosions and blistering fire at overwhelms enemies. So this game doesn't have flying enemies. So when something's anti-air, just means it hits proximity. So I guess the game considers very fast, hard to hit moving enemies to be like flyers. And then if something explodes, if something gets in its proximity, that makes it easier to hit things that are otherwise hard to hit. So I guess those are anti-air weapons, which have proximity basically. Thunder Bounce Emitter, an overwhelming barrage of bouncing waves with extreme knockback. So now this one does have extreme knockback. Range increases, let them dominate the screen and zap further. Chromal Storm, a chromatic storm combining all 4 DNA. Its power is unmatched, but are you worthy? Yes. It's a cool weapon. Is this the highest DPS weapon in the game? Nope, the minigun is. Anti-air torpedo, another proximity weapon, hence the anti-air. Okay, a proximity missile launcher that fires homing rounds which seek targets for an extended duration. These things really don't miss. Cool. A percussion of oversized waves that send microbes flying with knockback, size, and pierce do this defensive choice wonders. This might be the strongest knockback weapon in the game, 190. So I guess we would use this if we go for the Tempest again, the wave pulse. Yeah, I don't think, yeah, we even need to check. 188, so it's even better than the nuke. Okay, a fantastical showering of celestial barf. Alright, these bright high knockback bundles and flak into pieces and have 30% crit chance. Okay, so it has like a lot of knockback because it applies it multiple times. Bubble Blaster, no knockback at all. An unruly bubble blower that lobs slow moving areas which damage over time, and 30% crit chance velocity reduction is your friend. So yeah, these things, so when bullets reach max range, then they disappear. So if you have something that has an area effect of damage, you want it on the screen for as long as possible. So by reducing the velocity and increasing range, you can have them around for longer. That's my understanding anyway, I might be wrong. Mega Mine Launcher, a beefier mine launcher that plants heavy-duty explosive mines at mid-range. They detonate on enemy contact, or rather after their 15-second sticky duration. So some weapons have much higher sticky duration. This one stays on for a long time. Cool. The Ultimate Laser, a precise piercing hit-scan laser shot of instant and ultimate devastation, synergizes with range reducing upgrades, giving its crazy base range. So what it wants to say is something that reduces range but increases damage. It's not gonna like hurt this laser because it's still gonna have enough range, but you get all the benefit of the other upgrade without hurting from range reduction. So range on its own, range reduction on its own doesn't do anything. It's just like usually like upgrades have a upside and a downside, and range reduction downside is not really a downside in that case. Laser Shotgun, a far-reaching hit-scan shotgun blast that pierces all in its spread, for when you can't get enough accuracy and velocity in a shotgun. Alright. So basically... less precise. But wait. Yeah, less precise. Less range, it doesn't matter too much. More damage. Okay. Interesting weapon. Tracking Laser. Advanced laser with excess range that actively sweeps the area. There is no better use of the sticky gene. Tracking speed scales with homing. So basically what this thing does is like hits one enemy and then switches to another. But unless it stays on the skin for long enough, that effect is not pronounced. That's why you want sticky. Thunderbolt, a lightning fast bolt that zaps many targets at once on impact. Its unlimited zap distance has the potential to clear the map in a single shot. Really? It has unlimited zap distance. Where is this set other than in the text? Yeah, like this should be somehow on the weapon, not on its description. I guess description is part of the weapon, but okay. A bouquet of multi-detonating explosive pellets that split from an accurately fired slug. Each pellet procures its own trail of smaller blasts. Trail split shot. Okay. Trail Rocket, a highly advanced homing slug that leaves a trail of massive kabooms. Combine pierce and sticky on this to produce funny. I think we did that, right? Big effing gun 9000. A crowd clearing super weapon producing slow moving green orbs. Its argan tendrils rip and tear nearby microbes and reach further with range upgrades. Argan tendrils? I don't remember this weapon. We did win on difficulty 5 with it though. A feral storm of sparks that zaps enemies. Each of the 3 initial bolts flak into 3 more and then they flak into 3 more. Okay. So it has like flak and inbuilt flak. Okay, thunderstorm. Bubble Burster. A whimsical fungus that splits into 3 homing area bubble spores with deal damage over time. Dude, what the hell is this thing? It's the Bubble Burster. Jumbo Torpedo. A large big boy rocket that sticks out, so torpedoes are the homing weapons of this game. Torpedoes are basically homing weapons with T's in them. A large big boy rocket that sticks out microbes before producing a huge explosion. And then missiles are homing weapons with A in them, like a micro missile repeater, for example. Although this one has the T as well. It's got the largest blast radius of any homing weapons, 203. Okay, cool. Wavequake, a 360 eruption of giant green bananas, waves. A cornerstone weapon for builds focused on full circle coverage. We actually had a build totally dedicated to bananas. It was super good. Flak Howitzer, a heavy shell that fractures into an even denser cloud of flak pellets. Everything you loved about flak cannon just got better. Alright. We didn't love anything about flak cannon. It was so forgettable, I don't even know what it does. It flaks, I guess. Acid Rain. An advanced ordnance producing acid area pools that spray acid bubbles in all directions, and range upgrades let those bubbles reach further. Or we can reduce velocity, right? Also. Super Acid Lobber, a massively scaled corrosive area weapon that blankets the area in acid. Size upgrades allow for control of the entire battlefield. So if we can increase its size a couple of times, we can reach the 1000 size, and that is something we want to do. To unlock something, if I remember correctly. The Nuke, a full-scale nuclear warhead featuring the largest base explosion radius. Now you become that, the destroyer of microbes. That's the quote for Oppenheimer. And I thought we're gonna be able to read the microbe descriptions, but it's already 1 hour, so we're gonna stop there. But yeah, I like reading a little bit of lore and story and descriptions. Like, this game is such a full package. Not only it's super fun to play, not only it has so many different like combinations you can try out, some of them working way better than others, which is really fun discovering what works and what it doesn't. It also has some interesting lore to fill it all up. So yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Anyhow, again, for those who stayed, like, subscribe, have a wonderful day, do something nice, be kind to each other, and let's make the world a better place together. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next episode of Genome Guardian 2, where something interesting might happen. Or maybe we just continue in the same way. It all depends how well it's gonna work. We're gonna see. Anyhow, see you next one. Nir signing out. Bye bye.